Hey guys, what's going on? Hermdo back with you. Hope you're having a good one. Let's take a look at the Red Wings schedule, break it down a little bit, see where some of the challenges are, and kind of take a guess as to how they'll do this season. But preseason, which is this September, starts September 23rd. It's Tuesday versus Chicago, home opener at Little Caesars Arena, 7 p.m. Eastern. September 25th, they play Buffalo. 26th is Pittsburgh. 27th at Buffalo again. September 29th, it's Pittsburgh at home, 7 p.m. September 30th at Chicago, United Center, 8 p.m. Eastern. October 2nd at Toronto, and October 4th at Toronto. It's a home and home. October 2nd is at Scotiabank Arena, 7 p.m. Next game also at 7 p.m., but that's at LCA. Now, this is a centennial season for the Red Wings, which opens October 9th in Montreal. An original six showdown at Little Caesars Arena, 7 p.m. Season features 26 Atlantic Division games, 24 versus Metropolitan Division, and 2 games each against Western Conference teams. November holds the most home games, 9 out of 14 played at LCA. NHL breaks for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy from February 11th to the 22nd, only 4 games scheduled in February. Now let's take a look. The first month, October, the first game, October 9th, as I said, is Montreal, season opener. October 11th versus Toronto. October 13th, they're at Toronto. October 15th versus Florida, who's the defending Stanley Cup champion. October 17th versus Tampa Bay. October 19th versus Edmonton. And October 22nd and 23rd, back-to-back on the road at Buffalo and the New York Islanders. That's going to be a very tough way to open the season. Toronto, they're going through some trouble. They lost Mitch Marner. Might be not quite as dangerous, but they still have some very dangerous scoring talent on that team, especially Austin Matthews. But that'll be a challenge for the Wings, especially against Florida, Tampa Bay, Edmonton, back-to-back Stanley Cup finals. But still, you got Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Those guys are very dangerous. November, they start road games in San Jose and Vegas, return home for big matchups, including the Rangers, Blackhawks, Buffalo, Seattle, and Islanders. November 26th to 28th features Thanksgiving stretch versus Nashville on the 26th and Tampa Bay on the 28th. Ends November at Boston. Extended road trip through Western Canada, Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and Chicago. In December, ends the calendar year with the New Year's Eve home game versus Winnipeg at 6:30 and New Year's Day in Pittsburgh. Consecutive series versus Pittsburgh, January 1st to 3rd to open the month of January. Mid-month features both home and away games versus Ottawa, Vancouver, Montreal, and Boston. January 16th onwards includes games at Toronto, Minnesota, Winnipeg, versus LA, Washington, and Colorado. That'll be tough. LA and Washington are very good. Colorado has been giving the Wings problems for the last few years. February, only 4 games this month due to Olympic break. February 2nd at Colorado, February 4th at Utah, February 26th at Ottawa, and February 28th at Carolina. March, the post-break begins March 2nd on the road in Nashville, March 4th versus Vegas, March 6th versus Florida. Road stretch includes New Jersey, Florida, Tampa Bay, and Dallas. Returns home for Calgary, March 16th. Montreal, Boston, and Ottawa. Ends March hosting Philadelphia, then at Pittsburgh on March 31st. Final home game, April 11th versus New Jersey. Regular season closes with back-to-back road games. April 13th at Tampa Bay, April 15th at Florida. 2 very difficult Florida teams, those Sunbelt teams, always dangerous, especially the last few years. Season themes, as far as the tempo of the games, day starts with 12 games in 23 days, including heavy away stretch to end October. Olympic break compresses schedule, increasing back-to-backs and condensed mid-season workload. Heavy November home slate offers potential rest and rally period early in the season, so they'll have a tough October. November will be a little easier, a ton of home games. I think 9 of 14 home games in November. So Detroit opens their 100th season at home versus Montreal in October with a mix of original 6 rivalries and early tests against defending Stanley Cup champs. November offers a heavy home stretch before a tough West Coast swing. February is light due to Olympic break, but March and April conclude with high-stakes divisional and conference matchups. Season ends April 15th. And let me know your thoughts. How do you guys feel about the upcoming schedule? Personally, I think it's going to be quite a bit of a challenge, but I think there's room to improve there. I think the Wings might surprise some people. Additions like James Van Riemsdyk, a bolstered offense. Still some questions on the defense, especially defensive pairings and whatnot. We'll see how that goes. There's still time in free agency, as I mentioned last video, but we'll see what kind of team Yzerman ends the offseason with and how we're looking into the 25-26 season. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Please visit my main channel at Hermdo right here. If you could give me some subs, give me some love, I'd really appreciate it. But that's all I got for you guys for right now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.